like if just a random person took over an NBA franchise, well, that's me, your average neighborhood Taj Mahal. Anyway, welcome to my first NBA 2K24 franchise on the channel. Um, I've been doing NBA 2K franchises for a long time. I started doing them consistently in NBA 2K12, but then I went back and I did them in the NBA Lives again and that kind of stuff. So anyway, the way I tend to do franchises is 5 off seasons worth of rebuilding. And I'm gonna try to keep the guys who are like the main pieces on the team, but at the same time, I'm also gonna use like the real rules, like the Stepien rule, which is the draft pick rule. Cap is gonna be on. We're gonna play on Hall of Fame if we play games and that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna try to use season one as just like a prepare for the off season type thing. And I made a list. So basically, I spun a wheel of a bunch of teams, and that's going to distinguish what order I do the franchises in. I wanted to wait until after the trade deadline just so we could have the most up-to-date rosters and whatnot. Typically, my favorite mode is franchise mode across any sports game, but realistically, the one that I've done the most is Madden, just because I don't know, I think a football roster there tends to be a lot more I feel like I can do because a basketball roster only has 15 people on it. Um, and a lot of times people have very similar rebuild strategies. Trade for some draft picks, get some young guys. It tends to a lot of times be the same, but I'm gonna try to put my own spin on it every time I do it. I do have a bunch of franchise ideas in mind. I'm gonna do all 30 main teams. I have 6 expansion draft franchise ideas as well, and then also I have another few things that I've planned where I'm gonna do all the eras for my favorite team. I'm a Milwaukee Bucks fan. I'm gonna try to do one stream where I do all the eras for the Milwaukee Bucks back to back to back to back. And typically I used to post videos that were a lot longer franchise mode, but now that I'm working 2 and 3 jobs at the same time, uh, trying to do the longer videos sometimes can be a little bit difficult, especially for when I get home after work. I have other things I either do with my family or friends. So yeah, I'm gonna kind of make it into parts. It's gonna be more like a series style. Um, but yeah, this is post Valentine's Day, so I had a little bit of free time before work. So I figured we're gonna start. So the first team on my list is the Memphis Grizzlies. I'm gonna start with that one today. All the rules relatively look the same. Do some standards. Uh, uh, yeah, that's all fine. Okay, autosave, in-season tournament, 82 games. If I play the games, they'll be full-length games. Like, if we get, at least for every franchise, I want to play at least one game, whether it's in the finals. The goal for all the franchises will be to win at least one championship, which I feel like is a reasonable goal. No team should just be, you know, a dynasty right off the bat, especially if you don't, like, abuse the trade system right away. But anyway, we're going to start off with the Memphis Grizzlies. To start off somewhat realistically, I might suspend Ja just to make this season more of a rebuild season and keep it within the realms of something more realistic. Uh, what? Use draft. 2023 draft? I already messed up. Well, that's fun. Hold on. Oh, I accidentally clicked start an off season. Whoops. But yeah, so looking at the Grizzlies' actual, like, trade deadline moves and what they did and whatnot, they acquired some more second round picks, they traded for some more role players. With all the injuries they were having, I guess what they did made some sense, but, they weren't really competing anyway, so really shouldn't have been much expectation for anything that crazy. Um, but yeah, let's see, okay. Starting regular season. There we go. I didn't want to start in off season. That's better. Alright, we'll use the real life draft class because at this point, someone's probably made a whatever the closest thing to a real draft class is at this point. Let's look at the mock drafts, make sure it looks somewhat realistic. Okay. Alexander Sarr, Elise, Collier. Yeah, this looks decent. All right. Do we have any of our own picks? That'd be good to know. We have our pick this year, next year, 26. So we have all of our picks predominantly, which is good because we're gonna be bad anyway. Ja is not playing for the season, so we'll try to make that part realistic. His birthday's August 10th. He's got the same birthday as one of my best friends. You have knocked the wind out of you for the entire season. There you go. There you go. Oh, you can play through that apparently. Okay. Shit. What will put you at first season? I don't remember your actual injury. Suspension. There you go. Alright. I definitely don't mind moving on from Desmond Bain. Because I could definitely acquire him with another team that wouldn't be that difficult. I think Jaren's fine. Jaren we can keep. Marcus Smart, no. You're 6'4". I'm going to have you play the shooting guard. I mean, you're young. You'll be here for time to come. If it's a 5 years with the rebuild, he's fine. Gigi Jackson's also on a 3-year deal, which I found out recently. Unless I'm lying. No, yeah, he's on a multi-year deal. Yeah, Gigi Jackson's fine. Santi Adama. Might move on from him. Luke Kennard next year on a cheap deal wouldn't be so bad. I'm not a huge fan of Brandon Clark. What can we get for Derrick Rose? At this point, being young. Rebuilding another team, maybe like... not even rebuilding per se, but if I was like retooling a good team, getting some good veterans is not a bad idea. But for a team like this, I don't need Derrick Rose. It's not the best option, I wouldn't say. Kevon Looney in a pick, that's not bad. Charles Bassey, that's different. That's interesting. Chuma, Precious. Precious actually could be an interesting guy on this team too. Is Precious like 6'10"? Oh, he's 6'8". He's from Memphis. Ooh. I do like draft picks. I'm going to come back for Precious, but I do like the idea of the draft picks. So we're going to take those for now. And then, so Ja's going to be untouchable even though he's suspended anyway. We are going to look to ship Desmond Bain. And as for targets of the team, I'm thinking Precious. I might run him as like a 4-5 combo. He'd be a little undersized, but it's not the worst thing. I don't mind. I also would be a little bit interested in Robert Williams and or Jeremy Grant. In the idea that I trade Desmond Bain, I would also be interested in an aggressive scorer, so someone like Aaron Nesmith or sorry, not Desmond, or Benedict Mathurin. Either of these guys would also be quite interesting to me. And Aaron Nesmith has been developing quite a bit as a player. I am a Bucks and Pacers fan, so that brings me joy. I'm trying to think, because when I do the Pacers rebuild, I'm going to predominantly build around these two. But I'm going to have these two as well, so don't really need Obi for this team or Jalen. None of them right now fit what I'm trying to do with the Grizzlies. Like, they're all good players, but Beef Stew could be interesting. Oh, you're 76 overall. That's interesting. Quentin Grimes, Marcus Sasser. Marcus Sasser could be quite interesting. Okay. I'm building around the idea of these guys for season 1. That's more so what I'm thinking. The off season, we just got more draft picks. We'll figure something out then. But Desmond Bain's on contract. There's no reason to force myself to move him now. But if the right trade is on the table, I'll happily do it. Let's go talk to the Knicks. I'm interested in Precious because I want first dibs at signing him. Precious. Good post defense, athletic, good rebounder. Yeah, I could just play him at the 5. He'll be a little undersized, but it's okay. Zaire Williams for Precious and a draft pick. Okay. A lottery protected first. Whose first is that? Because the Knicks aren't a bad team. Oh, Detroit's lottery protected first. Okay, now that's getting interesting. I do like that. Okay. I feel like I could move Desmond Bane for more though during the offseason. Maybe I'm gonna just pretend there's a world where they'll give me a bunch more picks. And just pretend that I'm not giving them as much in return and see what they say. Because I know there's no reason they would take that, but I just want to see. Oh. Gigi Jackson and Desmond Bane with 4 seconds for Precious and 5 first-round picks. That's not something I can easily see myself turning down. Now, if I'm trading Gigi Jackson, I will keep, his name's blanking on me. Vince Williams Jr., the guy who I moved to shooting guard. I know he's cheap. I know he's on a 3-year deal, but I don't care to pay Desmond Bane $34 million next year. I think I can get Precious on a budget deal, and then the Pistons pick next year, along with all these Knicks picks, will help me come time if I want to move up in the draft or do something like that. Also, we're trying to be bad this year anyway, and rebuild around just Jaren. Desmond Bane's injured as well, so I'm going to take that. That's a move. I'm doing it. I got Precious. I got one of the guys I wanted for the team. Anyone who's on a 1-year deal definitely can also go. They could just be more of a get me some draft picks kind of move. We'll keep our coach around. It's not his fault that this team's bad. It's me. I'm ruining it. Brandon Clark is not bad, but I don't really want him as our center. I would be okay with him as like a backup 4/3, but I don't want him at the 5. I'll put Precious at the 5. Luke Kennard's on a team option, which isn't bad. He's a good shooter. D'Anthony Melton. No, we're not giving up Vince Williams Jr. I'm going to add him to our untouchables list. So we're not giving up Precious. We're not giving up Vince Williams Jr. I don't know much about Jacob Gillard. Don't know much about him. Is there anyone else? We're not going to give up Jake. That's it. Those are the only guys I'm committing to not trading. Oh, and maybe Jaren for now. And for now, we won't give up Jaren either. Maybe like a year 4, year 5, like last second move if we haven't won a championship by then, maybe, but not right now. What else can we do here? I mean, Zaire Williams will get traded eventually. Whether it be now or later, I'm just not sure yet. The first guy who I'm gonna like commit to moving right now is Luke Kennard, because that team option, I don't know if I'm gonna accept it, and I'd rather have the $15 million in cap. Just straight up for Bagley. Interesting. T. Stybule, not against it. Monte Morris and Kyle Anderson. Okay. Trey Jones. Okay. I'm leaning towards that trade at the moment. I'm not giving you a first-round pick for Kelly Olynyk in this trade. Not particularly this one. McConnell and a draft pick. Not bad. No. Dorian Finney-Smith and a second. Not completely against that move. I do like Tim Hardaway Jr. Gabe Vincent would be alright. That might be an off-season move, like for a backup point guard. Duncan Robinson. We could trade for Boyan. Yeah. Let's do it. Give me Boyan. Bogdanovich. Yeah. Give me him. That would be a nice piece to maybe flip in the off season, come draft time, or he'd just be a good veteran forward, because like we need somebody doing something. the rules on. Can't trade him for 60 days. Good. Trying to be somewhat realistic. Brandon Clark, that can be an off-season move if need be. Anyone else on a one-year deal who I don't want? You're on a two-way contract. With all the injuries, I can understand the two-way contracts, but I don't want Lamar Stevens right now. Precious, I have full intention of re-signing. I'm going to offer the two-way contract deal as well. Can't? Okay. Can't? Okay. How about just you? Lamar Stevens for Joe Harris, and we'll swap seconds. Okay. Ooh. I do like AJ Green. And getting a second-round pick would not be a bad idea for me right now. That is a amazing trade. For me, at least. Seth Curry. Not completely against Seth Curry. Pretty sure I can get him cheap later, though. Malachi Flynn would not be a terrible idea. Reggie Bullock wouldn't be terrible either. Yeah, that's, for value-wise, is the best trade. Second round pick from Portland. Is there a way I can still get Robert Williams? That's like a guy who I would be interested in if possible. I would be willing to trade Jaren Jackson Jr. if it got me Robert Williams, another good piece, and a bunch of draft picks. I'd be okay with that. Yes, I am awake. Alright, Marcus Smart and our first from the Dallas Mavericks. Didn't even know we had that pick. But Marcus Smart, a first for Thai Buell and Robert Williams. I'm not completely opposed to it, but I'm not going to take that exact trade. I am going to offer Jaren Jackson Jr. Contractually, this trade would work. Cool. That won't. Cool. They would acquire 12 mil. Gotcha. So Thai Buell ideally has to be in the trade. Cool. I'm alright with that. In the conditions that I get some draft picks, I'm not against it. Oh, they can't really trade any, can they? Well, they could trade a 2027. They have a 2028 first round pick. They have this Warriors pick that they can't trade. I don't even know if this trade makes any sense, but I'm going to offer it anyway. Okay, no. They're not. No. Okay. What would a Marcus Sasser trade cost me? I'd be okay with a Marcus Sasser trade. Because when Ja comes back, I want Marcus Sasser running the 2. Okay. What would it cost for Marcus Sasser? Marcus Smart and our top 3 protected first round pick. We're not going to be good, but don't know if I'm willing to give that up just yet. They have a lot of cap space. I can probably unload on them a little bit. I'm going to actually, for the sake of making this trade easier for myself, I'm going to go pick up 2 people in free agency. I can't trade them, though, because you have to wait 60 days. We only have $2 million cap, by the way, so it's not like we can sign anyone great. Javonte Green, I'm okay with. Probably want to sign someone. Ooh. Well. Yeah, you know what? For all your years that you've played with this team, why don't you come back one more time? End your career here. And Will Barton, I'd be okay with. I'd be okay with Will Barton. I think those are good trades. Alright. Good signings, not trades. I'm going to try to acquire Marcus Sasser. That's my last, in this season, planned move. Apart from that, I'm just going to make a few trades for draft picks and then start simming the season. Okay, give me Marcus Sasser. Marcus Smart for Marcus Sasser. The trade Marcus is... Oh, they'll just let me throw in Will Barton. Okay, I thought I had to wait 60 days. Whatever. We get the Simon nude. We swap Marcus's. We get a young forward. We give up a second round pick. Yeah, sure. Cool. Alright. So since he's out for the year, Marcus Sasser will run the 1. Do we have a 3? We do. We have 2 threes actually. Hmm. paying a lot of shooting guards, but that's okay. Move around positions. Jaren can play the 5, that's fine. Brendan Clark can play the 4. You can play a backup 5. Santi Aldama can play the backup. I think Vince should play the starting 2. Bogdanovich can play the starting 3. You can be a backup 3. Hmm. What do I do at the backup 2 position? So maybe you need to play the 2, actually. I don't have a backup point guard. Oops. We'll fix that in a minute. I'm going to assign Jake to the G League. So Precious is the backup. Santi Aldama is the backup. I think, just because it's his last year, Rudy Gay can be a backup. Move him to the 3. I'm going to assign you to the G League as well. Vince can be the backup here. And then Green can be the backup 1. It just is what it is. Alright, so looking at the lineup, if we're running a 10-man rotation, which Taylor Jenkins does, we have Sasser, Bogdanovich. We'll probably trade him around the deadline. Brandon Clark, Jaren Jackson, Santi Aldama, Presta Chua, Vince Williams Jr., Rudy Gay, and, hold on, no. Let's put you in instead. And then AJ Green. Yep, that sounds like a team that can get us a top 5 pick. Any other last second moves I feel the need to make? No. No, I'm keeping you. I'll flip you at the trade deadline. Rudy Gay can stay. Can I trade you? No? Okay. Oh, how many guys do we have on our roster? 15. Alright, we have a full roster. We have 13 mil already. Perfect. Alright. I want to re-sign Precious, so once we get to the re-sign deadline, we'll do something there. Nah, I'm good. No, I'm good. Also, one other thing. Jaren Jackson Jr. 75 shot tendency. Put that up a little bit to 85. Put this up to 75. I don't care if you shoot or not. Marcus Sasser, I want you shooting. Give you an 80. 82. Give you a 78. Alright, yours to 76. And I don't really care too much what the rest of these guys do. Let's just see if that makes any difference. Ooh, a comeback game against Portland. That's exciting. Get destroyed by the Lakers. Get destroyed by Victor. Get destroyed by the Celtics. Lose to... Yeah, okay. Ooh, 130. Marcus Sasser, 27 points. Love to see it. Alright. Well, just keep simulating. No. Yeah. CPU can do that. I'm good. No. Man, I would just return to G League. Return you all to G League. It's fine. Doesn't matter. Rudy Gay in our first for Kevon Looney in a second. Now, Jaw is healed. I thought I suspended him for 82 games. Oh, I suspended him for 82 days. Oh, that's my bad. Leave rotation as is. It's fine. He doesn't have to play unless they put him in the rotation anyway. Um, yeah, I don't care. No, no. Ooh, with the Rockets' choice. You know, we're already better than I thought we'd be, so I guess we don't have to worry about tanking. So, just send the season. Jock can play, it's not a big deal. And now we wait for the sim to catch up. But Dazzy in a second, no. Precious out 4 to 6 weeks. That sucks. Our profit is really, really negative. So going into the draft, we'll definitely probably get probably a forward. A forward might be the best fit for the team. Brandon Ingram dropped 30. Herb Jones dropped 17. Wow. Ricky Rubio with 10. A lot of guys dropped double digits. Ja dropped 37. Bogdanovich 25. Brandon Clark even dropped 14. Interesting. Why do I have so many alarms? Goddamn. No. Um. Hmm. Nah, I don't want Jason Tate. Precious is healthy. Good. And now, because we can't do music because of copyright now, this is where it gets really quiet. As we can talk about the plans for the team, we have plenty of draft picks. We have our star. We have a good young foundation. I mean, apart from moving guys like Brandon Clark and potentially Jaren, we seem to be in pretty good spot for the future. I mean, we're a 500 team when I was trying to tank, so. I mean, if our draft pick's not going to be good anyway, I might just trade our this year draft pick. Bogdanovich? We might keep Bogdanovich. I don't know yet. Fan interest, 66.6%. We held the Raptors to 80s. Our defense is decent. Oh, he's injured for 2 to 4 weeks. That's not good. I don't. For this season alone, I don't see any splashes at the deadline coming. I don't think there's any big trade moves I have. The offseason, maybe. Because when I do the other franchises, the idea of trading for Ja is like extremely difficult and most of the time won't even happen because of untouchables and stuff. So for who I really can go get for what I have, it is somewhat limited. Hmm. Trying to think who I could pair with Ja Morant. Like Marcus Sasser's cool, but yeah, like Marcus Sasser is cool. I'm trying to think of like what other star I could go get though. Hmm. Yeah, I like the idea of Marcus Sasser for sure. Oh, I can't trade you. That's unfortunate. Um, contracts, extensions, not eligible. Of course you're not. Where is Precious? Players on rookie scale contracts can only be talked to during the off season. Oh, he has an option on his contract? I haven't seen an option on his contract, but okay. No one's eligible. Cool. Alright. Send the season then. Oh, that's lovely. if Jonas Valanciunas would be a good fit on this team. Play Jaren at the 4, Jonas Valanciunas at the 5. Marcus Sasser could be our 6-man. Maybe we could target someone like Cam Thomas. That could be interesting. And then we would need an elite 3. Right now, that's the kind of idea in my mind. Kyle Kuzma could also be decent. Who else? What else could we get? Like, the idea of getting someone like Kevin Durant or something seems kind of out of the question. Because we're too good of a team. Our draft pick isn't even going to be that valuable. However, we will get a next year Piston pick if they're bad. Let's see. Are we even getting a next year Piston pick? Where the Piston? What's their record? 30-42. Yeah. It is lottery protected. So they'll probably get the pick this year. Because it will still be in the lottery. And then we'll get their next year pick, which might actually be a good thing. In fact, we're just as bad as the Piston. We've lost them twice. In fact, we have the same record. So we're both going to get lottery picks. We might both be at like the end of the lottery though. Alright. So 34-48. Could have been better. Luka's your MVP. Victor's your Rookie of the Year. Those are insane numbers. Wait, 28.5% from 3? I don't know why I thought he'd be better for some reason. 6-man Russell Westbrook. Victor's your Defensive Player of the Year. B-Ball Paul is your most improved. And your most clutch player is Luka Doncic. 16-22 Dallas Mavericks. Okay. That's something. Alright. Yeah, I mean, definitely. This seems closer-ish than this does. That's weird. Alright. Anyway, don't care. Let's get to the offseason. Let's start rebuilding. Ooh, the Knicks beat Philly. The Knicks beat the Bucks. Mavs Knicks finals. That's something. That is interesting. And Luka wins the championship. 40 points per game. Wow. Very good. People who are retiring. Rudy Gay retires with the Grizzlies. Al Horford retires with Celtic. Thaddeus Young joined the Suns just to retire. Derrick Rose retired with the Jazz. LeBron didn't retire this time. That's interesting. Alright. Any coaches retiring? Steve Clifford retires. David Yeager retires. And so does Ronnie Bureau. Alright. We're not going to change anything. Thunder via Utah. Have the first pick. Rockets have projected second and third. So that Piston lottery pick, they're going to get their pick. But I get the Piston pick next year, and I should get pick 9. Alright. So the Piston with their lottery pick got pick 8. I got pick 9, and I get that next year. Okay. And I have the 30th pick via Dallas. Alright. Staff signing. I'm cool with keeping these people. I don't think there's any real needs to change. We need a shot doctor. Give me these are head coaches. I wish they were. Hold on. Shot doctor. There we go. You can sign him, I guess. No, don't sign him. I lied. Sure. I don't know. Oh, we have no money. Okay. We'll worry about that later then. So, what does the mock draft say? Who could we potentially get at pick 8? Am I dumb? I am dumb. Alright, mock draft. Raptors will get Alexander Sarr potentially. Wizards are eyeing Collier. Hornets want a point guard? Interesting. We're projected to get Ron Holland. That's interesting. I think I like the idea of Cody Williams or Justin Edwards. I think either of those guys would be more ideal fits for what I'm trying to do. So I'm leaning towards Cody Williams or Justin Edwards. I like the idea of us getting a forward. Are you a 3-4? No, you're a 3-2. Yeah, I think that's the route I'm leaning towards at the moment. And then maybe we'll make a draft day trade if it comes to the opportunity. Oh, Sarr goes second. All right. Buzelis goes to Hornets. Shaylon goes to the Jazz. We have a trade to announce. The 5th overall pick for Colin Sexton and a second. Wow. Interesting. Interesting. It only takes Colin Sexton to get the 5th pick of the draft. I'll keep that in mind. They trade Colin Sexton, get Isaiah Collier. Smart move for them. The Mavericks get Jacoby Walter. Zach Reicher goes to the Spurs. Nikola Topic goes to the Pistons. And now we're on the clock. I'm going to at least offer our pick and see what we can get. No. No. Buzelis and Thibault could be interesting. Larry Markkinen. Interesting, but no. Cole Anthony is cool, but I don't think so. Topic. Jakob Poeltl, pick 14. Not against that. Jakob Poeltl could be a decent guy to grab. Jakob Poeltl could definitely be interesting. 28-year-old Jakob Poeltl. Alperen Sengun. I did originally want Robert Williams. Moses Moody and Clarkson. What pick do the Blazers have? Do the Blazers have a pick coming up? They've picked 10. They want a future Memphis pick, a future Knicks pick, and then they'll consider this trade. They don't have much cap space. No, I'm not giving them not giving them Sasser, but they can afford Sasser. Can I give them Jair? Zaire Williams? Zaire Williams at 9 for 10 and Robert Williams. You're not interested. Well, I'll make you interested. I'll give you my 2nd round pick. Cool. Pleasure doing business with you. And they draft Justin Edwards, who I was considering drafting. That's my bad. Alright, pick 10 for Paul Reed in a first. 10 and 30 for Bobby Portis. Not completely against that idea. Kobe White. Kobe White could be interesting. Jaime Jaquez is cool. Interesting. I think I'm going to draft somebody. I like Aaron Neesmith, but no. Nikola Topic and Troy Brown. Interesting. Total and a Pistons pick. I'm sorry, a Pacers pick. Whose pick is that? That's Utah's pick next year. Utah just got a top pick. They traded for Klay Thompson? That is something. I mean, it's not a bad trade though. I need my forward. Let's draft him now. I know Ron Holland's decent, but I kind of like the idea of getting Cody Williams more. Like a Jimmy Butler. Can I trade down and still get him? Can I trade down with Portland? Take 13 and I don't know, get like a future first or something. And like a second round pick. No. Do I have any more second round picks? No. That stinks. He's irated. Huh. Well, he can go then. They want pick 30. Okay. We get Seth Curry. Is that even worth doing? We got a first round pick in 2028. We trade down from 30 to the second round. We pick up Seth Curry. You know, yeah, why not? We'll do that. They can have Ron Holland. It's fine. They still haven't drafted our guy yet. Yep. Oh yeah, I want Cody Williams. Boop. And then we'll send to our next user pick, which is in the second round, because we traded down from 30 to the second round pick. And we'll take Tristan Da Silva, Dylan Mitchell, Isaac Amundsen, PJ Hall, Grant Nelson, Jalen Bridges could be interesting. Pass first 4. A pass first 4. That's different. Yeah, why not? I haven't seen many pass first 4s outside of like Ben Simmons. Alright. 70 overall. Yeah, I'll take him. That's interesting. That is a very interesting build. I would like to build him into my rotation. And then Cody Williams, I want him for the future. I think I like the fit of him on this team. LeBron declines his player option. Paul George declines his player option. Drew Holiday accepts his player option. I would be interested in Drew Holiday. If we can't make any big free agency signings, I'd be interested. Ooh, OG Anunoby would be interesting too. Those would all be some interesting ones. We'll extend the qualifying offer. Yeah, I don't need you. It's okay. So, how much cap space we have? Not much. We can make some. Yeah, we can definitely make some. Because I don't need you. I don't need you. Might keep Seth. Don't need Brandon Clark. Don't need Bogdanovich. I kind of want Robert Williams. But if there's a trade, I'm going to offer them all in a trade, actually, and see if I can make something happen. A 3-team trade would be awesome. I'm going to try something. Brandon Clark. Sean Carr. Lavaria. And a draft pick. And then we're going to go to, I don't know, somebody, and try to orchestrate a 3-team trade. Chad Holmgren. A Luke Dort package could be interesting. I'd be interested in Luke Dort. I need to get a third team involved. A team that has cap space. I think the Spurs have cap space. They can throw in Devontae Graham. I'm looking to unload these guys to these teams and acquire draft picks. I want Luke Dort. I don't want Devontae Graham. Brandon Clark can go to the Spurs. No, Spurs have more interest in him. And then I can throw in draft picks. Like that Utah pick. Spurs can throw in a future Hawks pick. They can throw in another Hawks pick. They can throw in some seconds. I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm going to try it anyway. Throw in a Nuggets pick. You could just throw in some more seconds, I guess. I'm definitely interested in Luke Dort. But what would I give up for Luke Dort? Like Bogdanovich for Luke Dort and a draft pick I'd be okay with. But like, who do they want? They have 3 stars for Robert Williams. We can take on Luke Dort and draft picks. We'll just get them out of here. Actually, the Spurs have draft picks. Let's just go get some Spurs draft picks and make some cap space. We'll do it that way. Yeah. Unload me some picks from the late years that I can trade later. We'll just take 2027, 2028 picks. Okay, obviously I know you can't take all these guys. Take out Robert Williams. Wait, they can't even take Bogdanovich? Or they can take Bogdanovich. Wait, that's it? Wait, what? Bogdanovich and a 2028 Bucks pick? Gets me this? Yeah. Thank you. I didn't think it'd be that easy. Alright. Cool. Alright, Brandon Clark. We want to save capital, but we also want guys who can fit our team. Interesting. Jalen McDaniels in a first. Not against it. Zach Collins is cool, but I don't love that move. Oh, I want to sign a free agent. So I want some cap space. Who do I want even now is the question. I don't want John Concar. I actually want to play this guy. So I don't need the forwards ahead of him. So Brandon Clark and Concar and Seth Curry are all expendable. I mean, we're giving up about 22 mil. Dennis Schroeder could be interesting. Pat Connaughton, you're making 9 mil right now? Didn't know that. I would swap these 3 for just Luke Dort. I mean, these guys are young and they're cheap. We can always trade them later. Yeah, alright. Got me there. They're young and they save us money. Santi Aldama is going to be taking his minutes. I don't want you. No, sorry, I didn't want to try to trade you. My bad. Why are you a power forward? I mean, I guess we'll play small ball, but I mean, Isaiah Joe's fine. I like Robert Williams as our backup. Yeah, it's really just these two guys that's left to trade. But I'm gonna keep them for now. Just in case I can't sign anybody. Pascal Siakam would be interesting. Tobias Harris would be okay. 20 mil on Tobias Harris. It's not bad. He could mentor Cody Williams. Malik Monk could be alright. A good fit for our system. I was talking about Valanciunas earlier. He could also be a good fit. Sadiq Bey could be interesting. Not that great though. How much does Luke Kennard want? He only wants 5 mil now. Okay. LeBron doesn't make any sense. Neither does Paul George. Maxey probably not. Nick Claxton probably not. OG Anunoby would be dope. That would be dope. Imagine the Knicks trade for him, then he goes to free agency. I'm between Tobias Harris and OG Anunoby. I mean, the most ideal thing is probably to try to go get Anunoby. What's his best offer? 3-year, 78. Okay. So, what's 81 divided by 3? 27? I was offering 28 mil then. Give him a 4-year deal. Yeah, with a player option. Boom. Cool. Yeah, that'd be a good signing. I also like the idea of Tobias Harris, but I think that's just a better signing if we can. We're going to decline you. No, we're not matching. Declining you. I'm not going to renounce the rights to Precious. Okay. And then I saw that I still had the rights to Precious. Where is he? I have bird rights on him. Let's bring him back. Give him 12 mil a year. I have bird rights on you, so I'm gonna sign you. All right. Okay. We still have a few trades we can make too. How many guys do we have on our roster? I'm gonna move Santi Aldama, and I'm gonna move Jake Lavaria. Move you guys. Move you. Gabe Vincent. Gabe Vincent off the bench doesn't sound like a terrible idea. Don't need another center at the moment. Don't necessarily need Peyton Watson. Dante Exum. Not opposed. Trey Lyles in first. A little bit more opposed. Io DeSumo. Interesting. Who's my bench point guard if I move Marcus Sasser to the 2? I don't think I have one. Oh, I do have Isaiah Joe and Vince Williams Jr. And none of them should play the 3. Aaron Wiggins should probably play the 3. with Cody Williams. No, because I have OG. Mm. So I have point guard figured out. I have shooting guard figured out. I have small forward figured out. Precious will move back to the 4. So I have that figured out. I have no need for a Gabe Vincent. And I'm taking on salary for no reason. But Gabe Vincent does have some value. Wait, do any of you have team options? Oh, hold on. Don't you have like a 2-year team option? You have a 1-year team option. Okay. Gabe Vincent's cool. And we get a better draft pick. Yeah, we'll do it. Oh, you offered me the trade. Alright, hold on. I think I like that one. No, not Cody Williams. I mean, he's irate. He doesn't even want to be here. So, make that trade. And we can pick up somebody on the mid-level exception. Isaiah Hartenstein wants 24 mil. Woof. That's not my problem. Spencer Dinwiddie. He doesn't really fit what we need. We just need another power forward, probably. You know, Trenton Wofford's not bad. But for the amount of money he wants, we can't really do that. How about Marshall? We'll give him the mid-level exception. And then we'll just sign somebody. I guess another depth center is fine. Who only wants the minimum. Daniel Tice could work. Cool. Alright, we have a team. Let's look at player progression. Ja goes up to a 95. That's because we moved his position. He went down in overall. Tice got worse. Green got worse because we moved his position. Makes sense. Alright, what city's the All-Star game gonna be in? Let's find out. Orlando. Alright. We'll use the 2025 draft. Try to stay somewhat in the realistic range. Official. Ooh. I do like the word official. I don't know much about that draft class, so we'll see what happens. Alright. Okay, Ja, Isaiah Joe, Anunoby, Najee Marshall should not be actually at 4. Let's make some changes. Robert Williams, Precious could be the 4. Post defense is one of your best things. You should probably stay the 5. Robert Williams, you can be the backup 5. Precious can be the backup 4. You can be a backup 3. Damn, you get so much better though. Like that's good there. I mean, yeah. Okay. This is gonna be interesting. So, Precious can be the 4. Anunoby can play some 4. Aaron Wiggins is gonna be a 3. We have Cody Williams. Isaiah Joe probably doesn't need to be here. Neither does Gabe Vincent. Dang. Okay. This is an interesting situation right now. You're, I mean, pass first, post defense, rebounding. You're 6'11". I'm gonna move you to the 5. Move you back to the 3. Oh, sorry, back to the 2. Um, hmm. I don't really need Gabe Vincent. All right. Anyway, if we have enough picks to go get a good forward. We have enough young talent to pull off a trade as well. We need a good forward, a good power forward. I'm thinking, who should that guy be? That's really what's gonna shape us. Is there a world where we can pull off a Carlton Towns trade? 50 million. Hmm. Hmm. Can we make 50 million between 2 players? Probably not. They don't even like Gabe Vincent. Okay. It would probably cost me Jaren and Ananobi. There is a world where I can offer Jaren. That's not even worth it though. Like, cause contractually I don't have the money for that. It has to be another power forward. I would have put a shot at Evan Mobley, but I can't because he's injured. Tatum, no shot. Derek White would be cool, but Drew Holiday would also be cool, but I don't have a need for that. Hmm. 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 Well, I can always move Jalen to the 4. I can always move Jaren to the 4 if I can trade for a 5. Walker Kessler could be interesting. Keegan Murray could be interesting. Hmm. Julius Randle. Hmm. Julius Randle next to Jaren Jackson Jr. Hmm. I guess we could try that. We'll have to resign him. That's fine. Anunoby and Randall come to the Grizzlies. Sure. Hmm. We'll give him back Precious. Just kidding. Hmm. I think I might have to give them Robert Williams. Well, Precious could go back to the backup 5 if we give up Robert Williams. That's fine. How much money? About 13? Hmm. Hmm. I would acquire $1 million more than allowed. Do you have anybody who makes $1 million? Or an exception? Hmm. Yeah, I need someone who makes like literally $1 million. Oh. Okay. Yeah, this might not be possible. Unless I give up somebody else. Hmm. 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 Yeah, okay, I can't do it. Okay. I have an alternative idea. Trade Gabe Vincent. Get some draft picks. Create some cap space. That's my plan. No. 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 Hmm. No, I don't want to get rid of him. No. Hmm. Can I get the Nets to get involved? Because they have cap space. They could just give up a future second. Oh, they don't have cap space. I'm wrong. They don't have cap space. Who has cap space? Does Cleveland maybe have cap space? Oh, shut up. Alright. I'm trying to flip Maxi Cleveland as someone who has cap space. The Wizards. You should have cap space. You don't have cap space. Alright, terrific. There's gotta be a way for us to get another forward. Gotta be a way. Ooh. But I like Brandon Ingram. I'm sure we can make up a Brandon Ingram contract. Let's see, how much money is he getting paid? 36. Never mind. He's getting paid 36. We couldn't even make up 30. So that's not happening. Unless we're willing to give up Jaren. Yeah, really running out of options here. I mean, Austin Reeves would be cool, but doesn't particularly help what we're trying to do. I might just give up Gabe Vincent for Austin Reeves and draft picks. And just start throwing these draft picks in. Because, like, yeah, I mean, Rui Hachimura could work. Hold on. Actually, wait, hold on, maybe. Because if we got Rui could be like a 4/5. Well, we have Robert Williams, though. Robert Williams could be the backup here. Rui and Precious as the 4s. The 3 would be Anunoby, Aaron Wiggins, Cody Williams. The 2, we have Vince Williams Jr., Isaiah Joe. We have Marcus Sasser, John Morant. Might have to wait until the trade deadline to do anything. Decide then. You need to stop starting Nashi Marshall. Alright, Cody Williams really should be starting now. But Aaron Wiggins is a good fit on our team. And Anunoby is good. I'm going to make it an 11-man rotation. And just take out whoever the 11th man is and give those minutes to Cody Williams. That's what we're going to do. And then we're going to go into the mentorship, which is here somewhere. Yeah, I have no idea where to find it. It's here somewhere, though. Conditional coaching, system proficiency. Player mentorship, there it is. And I'm gonna have Cody Williams learn from OG Anunoby. Make him a better off-ball pest. Help him with glove. And help him with, get him started on catch and shoot. That seems like a good one. And then Marcus Sasser. Where'd you go? I'm gonna have you learn from Ja. Because Ja is really good at things. Catch and shoot, comeback kid, and Marcus Sasser is a pretty good shooter. maybe have him work on like, speed booster? No. Hyperdrive. Give him handles for. Have him work on handles for days. This guy's good at passing. He can learn from. Who can he learn from? I don't really have a passing big per se, but why not? Work on your post lockdown, work on your brick wall, and work on your post technician. Why not? And then Vince William Jr. you can go learn from. Maybe Precious. You can work on your workhorse. You can work on your bulldozer and your rebound chasing. You'll be a rebounding guard. You'll be kind of like Jamal Franklin a little bit. Yep, there we go. And we'll sim to the trade deadline. And then once we hopefully make it to the playoffs, we'll probably call it quits there for now. Cody Williams, I am not trading, no matter the package. I mean, we're starting off pretty good.